Whatever. All right, my friends, the first card in your spread is the Page of Cups, and I love the Page of Cups. This card is about creativity. It's about deciding how to apply it. It's like you have an inspiration and there's a desire to use it. There's a desire to create and see what comes out of it. And as you can see, this card reminds me, well, there's the fish, Pisces. So this could be a water sign. It could be about a Pisces, a Scorpio, or Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The page is, of all the court cards, the pages are the young boys or girls. It's the youth. Let's just put it that way. They usually indicate boys, but it doesn't matter. These cards aren't gender specific. So the pages indicate new news. Or how do I apply my creativity? How do I apply my skills? What I love to do in a new way. This page is a little pensive looking, so he's sort of looking beyond the activity right here, and the fish jumping out of the cup, and there's the beautiful roses. And to me, this could be a he or she. When I look at this page again, and I've had these cards for a long time, but now I'm seeing a female. I don't know why that is. First it looked like a guy, then a girl. It doesn't matter. It's not gender specific. So it's like you have this feeling. And again, how am I going to apply this? What can I do with this? What can I do with the information and the skills I have that will make my heart sing? So that's what I'm going to ask you all. Think of what it is that are your strong talents. How can you apply them? How can you expand them possibly? It could be an artistic or creative endeavor. It could be something to do with it if you're in the creative field, if you're a singer or a playwright or an artist, anything to do with the creative side of life. It could be psychic ability too. That may apply to some of you Aquarians, because as I look at this person, using your intuition would, and as I look at the next card as well, using your intuition is going to open up your expressive, your creative side of life. Okay, that's why I feel so much like this is a Pisces, and not that all the other signs aren't creative and expressive, but they tend to be a little bit more on that side of the coin. All right, so something new coming up for you, and or you're using your talents in a way that really makes you happy, makes you jump up and down for joy. All right, and the next card is a major arcana card. This is the Strength. So the universe is saying there is strength around this. It's funny because in this card, the woman is the wise one and the lion is the passionate one. So it's like we have two sides. We have the very practical, left brain side of us that we know when to be somewhere. We know what we need to do when and how to do it. And then the lion's all about creativity and being passionate, that life force. So that's come out twice here, and actually the third card as well. Okay, so they're facing this Page of Cups. So it's almost like you guys, some of you Aquarians are just ready to jump out of your skin. You're so excited about what you have to offer. You're so excited about a new relationship or a relationship that's blooming. So this can go either way. This can be about someone you love and you're very passionate, and the universe is saying, again, we have your back. There's strength behind this. This is a solid situation. So it's either romantic relationship and or creativity for a lot of you, passion, your life work. Because I go to this Seven of Wands, and the wands are about the fire signs. The wands are about our passion, our creativity. So to me, this feels like, it could be love here, but it does feel like it has to do a lot of you with what you do in life, your work, your creative force, what you put out in the world. And with the Seven of Wands, although he has possibly competition or hurdles, you're able to surpass those. You're able to overcome obstacles. So that feels good to me. And you know, this guy is sort of looking back. I look at how the cards face each other. He's sort of looking back at the strength card and saying, okay, I do have the strength. I can overcome anything that comes up for me. I'm going to turn on the light and look at my crystal and see if I get anything around this. So if the lighting changes, you know how that goes. Well, some of you are sort of how do I want to say this? It's like you're a mere shadow of what you're going to be. The light you're giving off now, or the shadow you're making, say you're walking in the sun and you see your shadow, that's just a component of you, or that's just a part of you, that your personality that's starting to come out and that you haven't seen, you possibly haven't seen before, and you're excited about it. It's a new way of expressing yourself. There is, there's angelic blessings around this as well. I'm looking into this crystal, by the way. Yes, because when you do overcome these hurdles, when you stand up for yourself, you know what you have to offer, you don't listen to other people and their suggestions. And I'm not saying that people don't have good suggestions, they do, but pay attention to what your intuition, your psychic, I feel like these two go together, ability is telling you about who you are and your next step. So the questions would be, what have you been thinking about lately, or what type of work have you been thinking about lately that you feel overjoyed about and that you really want to do? Maybe you're not doing it yet, but you'd really like to do it. Possibly part-time, possibly not. What have you read that has excited you, that's like, you know what, I'd love to be doing what they're doing and I know I can do it. So if you get those thoughts, then you probably can, and you probably could. You can do what they're doing, and so move in the direction of that if that makes your heart sing. All right? It just feels good. The last card that wanted to come out, so I let it, is the Hanged Man. And of course, we know what the Hanged Man is. He's taking a rest, a reprieve, because he is going to be doing things in 180 degree different, change rather. So when he's upright, he looks like he's either dancing or he's like I don't know why I'm thinking a sailor on a ship, but someone with their hands behind their back. He could be doing the Irish dance almost, right? What is that called with Michael? Oh gosh, I can't think of it. You guys put in the comments below if you know who I'm talking about. But it's a fun dance. He's in between these two, what looks like wands, interestingly enough. So he has protection around his work. You just need to take the time to sort some details out. You can get through obstacles. And once you get through these obstacles, take the meditative time. Sit with your crystals, sit with your relaxing music, whatever that is to you. Some people like Mozart and Beethoven and classical, and some people really, they like rocking it. That relaxes them. I know people like that. Turn it up loud and they rock and they like it. Well, to each their own, but whatever makes you feel not only relaxed, but makes you feel inspired. That might be a good thing for some of you to do, Aquarians, is whatever music inspires you. It could be from your teenage years, or it could be from now. Whether it's from the Beatles to the to Britney Spears to I'm trying to think of the guy's name that he's I can't think of it. Not Justin Bieber at all. But anyway, those of you who are inspired by people. It could be Lady Gaga. It could be anybody. Sometimes the craziest people are what society thinks of, wow, they're really different. Sometimes those people have a message to share, and that they've gone to their creative outlet, and they've really, they've pulled all the stops out. So I guess that's what I'm encouraging you Aquarians to do, is to pull the stops out. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's pull some clarification cards. and see what comes up. Okay, well, a couple want to come out. Nice. Okay, the Ten of Cups, which is happy home, happy family. This is what feels like what your goal is. I mean, this is a great card to have as a goal. Happy heart, happy relationship, happy abundant life. You can see these two have their arms intertwined, and there's 9 cups and a rainbow. Feeling very good about, again, about who and what you love. And then the Lover's card comes up. And I haven't seen this card much, especially in this deck. And so, you know, with some of you, this is going to be about a committed relationship. Some of you, it's going to be about work. So put in the comments below. And for some of you, it might be both. And you have the Strength card around you. And the Hanged Man is also a major arcana. All right? So the Lover's card are two people that are very committed, 2 people that see eye to eye. This is a relationship that could cut through the BS. They're just intertwined as one. As you can see, there's a little bit of nudity in this card. Not that I'm favor nudity in cards, but you know, it just is, because it shows how they are as one. They are 2 people who are very, very, very committed. And there's an underlying soul connection. There's a love connection. And then the Ten of Cups, like I said, happy home, happy family. So there's a little bit of work stuff going on. There's also some romantic relationship, love stuff going on for you, Aquarians. And very interesting. Okay, let's add up the original 3. So the page is 1. Strength is 8. That's 9. And 7 is 16, which of course anything you add to 9 is the same as the other number. So it's 7. So 7 in numerology is very much like the Hanged Man. You take time out, you observe, you meditate on where you're going, you reflect. It's sort of like Mercury retrograde, but you're not a Mercury retrograde. Don't worry about that. It's just taking a few minutes here and there to reflect and maybe reevaluate your path, because your path has some exciting components to it. It may be reevaluating a relationship, but you have some pretty positive emotional cards around you. Page of Cups, 10 of Cups. The only hurdle here is this 7 of Wands, and this card really says to me that you can overcome hurdles with your work. You can overcome what you need to. You need to take some time out, but all in all, it looks pretty good, Aquarius, for most of you. Now remember, this is Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Rising. Always watch your Moon and Rising signs, okay? And then, I need to do the Major Arcana. So the Major Arcana for the 7 is the same as the Chariot card. So that's pretty awesome. This is the ability to handle difficult situations that arise in life. Well, that's very close to the 7 of Wands. The Chariot is when you have seen the negative and the positive of a situation, and you've decided that you can handle it and that you can move forward with all of that experience and all of that knowledge that you've learned and make it really from, I got the visual of like batter mix into pancakes or flapjacks or whatever in the world you all call them. They're very good, probably not good for you, but the vision was the creamy dough or creamy batter mix. You put it on the grill, you fire it up, and then you have pancakes, flapjacks, whatever you call them, like I said. All right, so you all have the ability to do that. You have 2 cards that are saying go for it. You have the Strength card.